Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing DIY braided wig video from me. Okay, so in today's video I want to show you guys how I made this DIY braided wig. It's actually a trending hairstyle and I decided to make it into a wig. So for those of you wondering how I sew my frontal lace to the cap, I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So the first thing I do is to fold my frontal lace into 2 equal parts to get the midpoint. So after getting the midpoint, I place it on the midpoint of the cap. Okay, just watch and see what I'm trying to say. So you get the midpoint of the frontal lace and place it on the midpoint of the cap. So you want to drag it on either side and stretch it out and pin it just before the elastic band that comes with the wig cap. So I'm basically just cutting off the extra cap that I don't need from the wig cap so I can get the parts that I'm going to be making use of. So with my concealer and angle brush, I'm basically just marking out where the point where my ear started from. So with my concealer, I'm just marking the points where I want to fill with braids. So I would have like a guideline on how many braids I want. I normally don't like very full wigs. That's why you're seeing that the spacing is kind of like scanty. So I'm done filling the back. This is like a normal routine on my channel. Like I just basically used my crochet hook which got bad along the line and I had to like manage it because I couldn't go out because it was late. So I just used my crochet hook to fill the back, which I'm going to show you how I did it now. So you want to take out small braiding hair, and for this part of the lace you want to make sure the braids are very close to each other so the point where you sewed the frontal lace to the cap doesn't show. So you pick some part of the frontal lace and also pick the net to act as a form of extra hold outside the sewing you already did. So it was kind of very difficult for me because I was managing my bad crochet hook. But if I was using an actual one, it would have been kind of like easy. So I hope you understand what I just explained here. So this is what it should look like. You can see how closely spaced the braids are, and you can't see any line of sewing or any point where the frontal lace is joining the cap. So for the front part, the first thing I did was to outline the line that I drew out with my concealer, showing where my ears started from. So I'm going to do that on both sides with my lip liner. And I'm also using a meter rule because I want the lines to be very straight. So the next thing I did was to pin my tape at the point I rolled out, and I pinned it on the other side to get the length in between both ears, so I can also get the midpoint, which is going to be like the center pattern. So it measured 13 inches, and if I should divide that by 2, it's going to be like 6.5 inch, which is going to be like the midpoint. So that's where I'm going to mark out my center part. So I'm just basically rearranging the cap so the midpoint of the lace meets the midpoint of the mannequin head, so I can get the actual hairline because I'm customizing it based on my hairline. So next I'm going to be pinning my tape on those lines so I can divide the frontal lace into equal rows, and I'm dividing it into 12 equal rows using 1.1 inch as a guideline. So next you want to connect the rows, and that's by using a straight line across 2 rows because you'll be connecting 2 rows after the whole ventilation process to get the hairstyle. So I'm going to be using my ventilating needle and my synthetic hair. You can use any hair of your choice. It doesn't have to be synthetic hair. You can use human hair if you want to. You can also use braiding hair. So I'm just using my synthetic hair. So I'm just basically ventilating the hair along the line, and I'm maintaining a straight line so the pattern comes out neat and clean. I have detailed tutorials on how to ventilate in case you're interested. In case you don't know how to ventilate and you want to learn how to ventilate, I have detailed tutorials on my channels already showing you guys how you can do that. I'm ventilating 2 lines along each side of the box so it will be thick enough to cover the space in between, because I'm not ventilating the whole of the lace, I'm just ventilating the side of the box. So just watch and understand what I'm doing. So for the mid part, I scantily filled it with braiding hair or synthetic hair, sorry. So you can either do that or just forget about it. But if you ventilate about 2 or 3 lines along each side of the box, that will be thick enough to help you cover the space in between. So when moving on to the next box, you want to leave at least a line or 2 just so you can have a clear pattern. So guys, I just finished ventilating the boxes, and this is what it looks like currently. Like, I'm really feeling this wig. Honestly, I wouldn't lie to you guys, I was so super proud of myself at the outcome, which you're going to see very soon. So next, I'll be using my edge control gel to bring all the hairs of each box together, to like stick all the hairs together and prevent any flyover or anything like that. And I'm extending it to the strands of the hair just to like basically bring everything together. So next, I'll be using my small elastic bands to connect the hairs. So I'm done with the connection, guys, and this is what it looks like. Next, I'll be doing the knotless braids on the ends of each connection. So I'm done braiding all the ends, and this is what it looks like so far. So guys, I dipped the wig in hot water to seal the ends and make it look nice and seamless, and this is the finished result. I was so happy and super proud of myself, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I enjoyed filming this tutorial, honestly. So I'm going to do an installation video soon for those of you that might be interested in seeing how the wig looks on me, so stay tuned. So if you find this video useful, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, leave a comment in the comment section below, share with your friends, and stay tuned for more amazing content. Thanks for watching. Bye.